In this video, we're going to discuss how to actually interact with the files on your web hosting server and how to navigate through the FTP area. So at this point, you should be logged in to your main web hosting server, your main account, and what you're going to do is come right over here on the right hand side. You're going to see the option on the right hand side. You're going to see a list of files once you've actually logged in. So again, that would be choosing the scroll down menu and selecting and logging in through FTP. So logging in through the information you set up already. So we're going to log in here, and you're going to see quite a few different files. It's going to be slightly different depending on which hosting company you are using. But in this case, you're going to see a list that says .cpanel, .fantastico data, those types of things. You can actually ignore all of that. There's only one thing you need to look for on the right hand side, and that is public HTML. And whenever you're doing anything with your web hosting, anytime you're using the files on your actual website, it's always going to be done in the public HTML area. It's never going to be done anywhere else. It's always going to be found public HTML. So all you need to look for is just public HTML. So log in here and then scroll down and look for public HTML. Now what you're going to find here, it really is going to depend if you have several websites already set up. Now in this case, I already have quite a few domains. I think there's probably 80 domains or so on this actual hosting account. Now if you're brand new here, which you probably are, you may not find any domains already set up, or you might find one or two files. So typically what you're looking at here is your main domain is going to hold all of the files that you're going to have, and so that could be subfolders and all that. So this main folder also serves as the folder for your main domain name, if that makes sense, whichever domain you're working with right off the bat. The secondary domains here, which you're going to recognize as your actual website domains, like for example, this one is 101weightlossarticles.com. This is an actual website. So if I were to click in there, I would get access to all the website files, and I could actually, remove the files, play with them, rename them, those types of things. So what you're going to do then is just navigate through here until you find the website that you are actually working with. So let's just come in here and let's just look for let's go back here. Let's see, let's just find a domain we want to work with. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and just for simplicity, we'll just work with this top domain here, the 101 weight loss articles. And so let's pretend that this is the website we're working with. So inside here, we're going to see a variety of files and folders. This is kind of what makes your website tick. If you are completely brand new, and let's just actually do this for simple. Let's just go create directory here, and I'll explain that in a future lesson here on this. So let's go down here. We're just going to go a new site just to make this simple. Okay, so there we go. So we've got new website here that we're working with. When you're brand new, if your site has not been put up, most of the time it's going to look like this. It's going to be completely empty, and so you're at a point where you're able to upload files to it to actually get your website going. Now again, if you're back here like this, 101 weight loss articles website, that is actually, that's going to actually have files in it that you will find. So there it is. So that's how that's going to look. So I'm going to go here and let's go down to new site here. And up here at the top, there's actually kind of neat. I'll point out there's two different ways you can navigate. Up here, you can actually navigate. If you have a bunch of files like I do on this, you can actually navigate up here to quickly find what you're looking for. The other nice thing that you can do is you can actually customize, these areas. So you can actually look at, what it is that I have to work with. You can actually expand these windows here is probably the best way to put it. So you can actually use, see what's space. You can actually expand the space that you have to work with here. So right here we've got new site. And what we're going to do is just do a basic file upload. So that's just what we're going to do here in this particular video. We'll go over how to do a basic file upload into our new site directory. So let's pretend we have a brand new site. Let's just say we're putting in, I mean, it could be any HTML file from a template you used. It could be a squeeze page. It could be a sales page, a download page, whatever it is. If you're using WordPress, you're of course not going to be using this. Will have installed it through Fantastico or Simple Scripts or something like that. So if you are using a WordPress site, you're not going to be doing a whole lot with FTP. So I do want to point that out. So right in here, what we're going to do is just find a file on our computer. So let's just come in here. I'm just going to click on that. And let's say this zipped up folder, or let's just not do a zip file. Let's do something else. Let's just find a website that we can actually upload here. Okay, let's just grab a website. Okay, so we're just going to find a file here that we can actually upload. So we're just going to double click. So again, what I just did there on the left hand side was navigate on my computer. So there's two different ways you can navigate on your computer. Like let's say you have a lot of different files. So you'll be spending time up here in the left hand corner. These are all the files on your computer. So this is like everything from your desktop on down, everything you find on your computer. So let's say you're working in your documents folder. So every time you push on a folder here, it's going to open up down here. And let's say that you're working like with the PLR file or just any generic content here. So we'll come down here, we'll click on the PLR folder. Notice how it expands. Again, the left hand side is everything that we find on our actual website. So left hand side is everything on our website. And again, you can just double click on that and it will upload. So it's pretty simple. And I'm going to go ahead in the next video and kind of go in how to create folders, how to actually find files after you upload them, where they go, how the naming structure works. We've still got a lot more to cover with FTP, but this is the most basic elements of how to navigate it, what to look for, and those types of things.